So we're going to revisit adding two vectors graphically to help us understand why it's so important, why we use components to combine two vectors, and how easy it really is. So if you recall, we're going to add vector h and l. And h, you have your packet in front of you, goes down to here. In other words, its x component, I'll try this in orange, its x component is -5, -5, and its y component, we'll do that in pink, it's right here, is -2. So when we add two vectors graphically, one way to do it is the tip-to-tail method. So having drawn h, I then, in my head, I consider a set of axes that are actually centered on the tip of this vector. And now I do vector L. Vector L is 9 x component, -9 y component. So I'll do that one in blue. So from here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I go down 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to here. And so that vector, drawn starting with its tail at the tip of the other one, would look like this. And that's vector L. Now what I want you to notice here, and we'll go with like, let's go with like a turquoise here, is that the x component for vector L was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in this direction. Well, the x component for vector h went the other direction, 5, and then the x component for vector L brought it back 9. So what was the net result? Well, the net result was 4 to the right. And I went over 5, back 9. The end result is from the origin, I'm over 4. And the same thing with the y components. Now the resultant here, let's do this in just plain old black, is going to be, the combination of the two is going to go from here to here, from where I started to where I ended. And by the way, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 is my x component, positive, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. -11 is my y component. Why -11? Well, I went down 2 already from h, and then vector L brought me down another 9. And so this is my end result. So the key here is if you want to add two vectors, you got to get them into component form, and then just add the components, x's with x's and y's with y's. So for example, I could have gotten this same answer right up here by just combining these. 9 and -5, that's +4. -9 and -2, let's combine those, is a -11. And we would call this, you could call it a lot of things. You could call it h plus L, or you can call it the resultant of adding the two of them. That's probably the term I'll use a lot. So notice, if you have it in component form, adding vectors is extremely easy. X's with x's, y's with y's, and you're done.